Good morning. Globally, the dominant driver of markets and security settings remains the U.S.-Israel war with Iran and its spillover risks to trade routes and energy. Overnight, a U.S. official confirmed one crew member has been rescued after an American fighter jet was downed over Iran. Reporting indicates a search and rescue operation is continuing for the remaining crew, with Tehran signaling it wants the crew captured. The incident raises the risk of escalation and miscalculation, and it comes as attention stays fixed on the Strait of Hormuz. In a notable development for shipping confidence, a French-owned container ship has transited Hormuz, alongside reports of Omani tankers also making passage, suggesting some operators are testing the route despite the conflict. The economic stakes extend beyond oil. New analysis highlights the Gulf's role in fertilizer inputs. A significant share of global fertilizer raw materials and gas-linked inputs move through Hormuz, meaning any sustained disruption could feed through into global food prices and inflation expectations. In the United States, the latest jobs data shows the unemployment rate has fallen, with gains reported in sectors including healthcare and construction, even as uncertainty from the Iran conflict hangs over sentiment. Separately, in U.S. politics, President Trump has removed Pam Bondi as Attorney General, following criticism around her handling of the Epstein files, a move that adds to near-term political volatility in Washington. On the technological front, the Artemis Roman 2 mission has left Earth's orbit, putting humans on a trajectory toward a lunar fly-around, the first time since 1972 that a crewed mission has pushed beyond Earth orbit. In artificial intelligence and the broader technological revolution, investors continue to debate whether AI will produce chaos for incumbents or a more familiar pattern where established players adapt and survive. The current market positioning suggests heightened sensitivity to AI winners and losers, but history argues disruption can be uneven and slower than headlines imply. In finance, there is also growing attention on strains and complexity in dollar funding markets, with hedge fund swap activity reportedly surging, a technical development worth watching for spillovers into broader risk appetite. Turning to Australia, the government has issued a warning to Australians in Iraq of a possible Iran-linked attack threat in the next 24 to 48 hours, underscoring the regional security risk to Australians and Australian-linked operations. The domestic economic focus is fuel security. Industry voices are warning that fuel headed to Australia may not last a month, even as the energy minister says 53 ships are on their way and argues there have been no disruptions so far. The gap between official reassurance and industry concern is now a key issue for freight, logistics, and price expectations, particularly if global shipping insurance and routing decisions tighten further. In federal politics and policy, tax reform is re-emerging as a credibility test ahead of the budget. Labor is being criticized for mixed signals, while the coalition is under pressure to articulate a clearer position, with debate also sharpening around the contribution of the resources sector. Finally, locally, in southern New South Wales, a highway has been closed after a fatal motorcycle crash, with detours expected to add up to 5 hours for some travelers over the Easter long weekend. And in Queensland, a North Lakes man has been sentenced to 15 years jail after pleading guilty to multiple child abuse offences, with the case originating from an FBI tip-off to Australian authorities.